What's up guys, and welcome back to Slice. Today we are making ceviche, and ceviche is a traditional Peruvian dish. It's essentially any kind of white fish or firm seafood that is cured in a salt, chili, lime and coriander mix. And it's one of those things where if you get the proportions right, it can taste like the most amazing, balanced and healthy dish possible. And today I'm going to be using haddock fillets. You can use any kind of fish you want. If you want to go vegetarian, just take it out and replace it with any kind of salad vegetables. So we're going to start off with our marinade. I'm going to chop up some coriander very finely. And I'm going to chop up some chili very finely as well. You can remove the seeds if you'd like. Just make sure you wash your hands afterwards. And I'm going to slice these up into thin strips and chop them up very finely. Then I'm going to roll my limes, try and get as much juice out as possible, and I like to cut it at an angle because it helps when you're juicing them, and just squeeze all of that juice into the bowl as well. And even though I've measured these out, a lot of this is down to eye, down to taste. You want to make sure that you taste all of the different flavors. And the most important ingredient here is salt. It looks like I'm adding a lot, and that's because the salt is going to cure the fish. It's essentially going to cook the fish. To that I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, and after tasting I'm going to add a tiny bit of sugar just to balance all those flavors out. Give it a taste and make sure you're happy with it. It can be however spicy or citrusy you want it to be. Next we're going to top and tail a red onion. And once you've peeled it, you're going to slice it up real fine. Now obviously I've got a massive red onion here, so get a smaller one when you do this. So I'm going to use half of it this time. If you're making this at home, use a much smaller red onion. And after that I'm going to soak it in some ice water just to get rid of the sting. Then I'm going to take our tomatoes and cut it up into small pieces. And then we're going to move on to our fish. If your fish still has the skin on, just very carefully using your hand or a cloth, peel that skin back, trying to remove as little flesh as possible. And once you've done that, we're going to cut our fish into even sized pieces so that it cooks nice and evenly. And that's pretty much it. So now for this next step, you want to work very quickly. It's really important that you do this quickly, as the minute you start adding things into it, the mixture will start cooking it. And so you can leave the fish in as little or as long as possible. Personally, I like to have it straight away, but you can leave it for about 5-10 minutes or even longer if you want it cooked more. And you'll see straight away the fish starts to turn white as the salt and lime are cooking it. And so we can start to plate up, and as you can see, this dish is so easy to make. It literally takes 15 minutes from start to finish, if that. And I'm just going to add a bit of that tiger milk, is what the Peruvians call it, to the top. And that is it. At £3.18 it is a super cheap and super easy and healthy dish. Definitely perfect to enjoy the rest of summer with. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Please like, subscribe and follow me on my socials at sliced_YT.